joining us. I'm here with Corey.
Hi, I'm so glad to see you guys here.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it. So, as you probably noticed with the title of this live stream, we do want to talk about something here in this video that is going on right now with Social Security, and they're in a little bit of hot water, and lawmakers are not happy with Social Security. And again, this is a major win for a lot of beneficiaries out there. We want to talk about this. I've been seeing this in the headline a ton as of recently, and I want to talk about it a little bit here because I had a video out a few days ago talking about some of the details about this and the latest information that was recently released about this. And I've been getting a lot of questions about this saying, hey, what does this mean for me in my situation? What does this mean for Social Security as a whole? And what does this mean going into 2024, which, by the way, we're like very, very close to the end of the year here. So if you're watching the replay on this, yeah, we're getting very close here. So anyway, anybody in the chat?
Let's take a look here. I need a second.
Okay, so Corey will do a bunch of shout outs here in just a minute. So if you want to shout out, make sure to leave a little comment down below in the chat section. You can say whatever you want, doesn't really matter. But again, just when Corey sees your name, she'll give you a shout out.
I'm ready now. Nice. Sometimes it gets weird.
And by the way, thanks for joining us kind of late here. No, it's pretty late, but we thought, you know what, let's just jump on here anyway and talk about some details. So yeah, shout outs.
Yeah. Okay, we have Matthew Hill, Deborah Chapman,
Nice.
Joseph Valles, 27, Lorraine McDonald, Jackie Allard, Hazel Green, Kathy, Gary Carr Jr., Debbie French, Rebecca Starr, Beverly Young, Tamika Davis, Vicki Gillespie, Jean Ward, thank you for being a member,
Thank you.
Amy Claus, Maud Mathilda H., Kay McDaniel, Mike Johnson, Dusty Ray, Roxanne Torres, Robert Jernigan, Don Martin, David Walker, Majakic, I'm going to mess that up, sorry, Pamela Lane Schreiber, Donald Bachman, Elizabeth Smith, Cindy Campbell, Genia Scott Johnson, Brenda Bess, Suzanne Rath, Corey Arndt, like your name. There we go. That's for now. That's good.
Wow, what a great list.
There's so many people. Eddie Jenkins, Rose Arnellis,
Yeah.
Elizabeth Smith, Danny Starr, Dean Hines, Chelsea Mullins, Susan Ritter, Loretta Brown. We've got 505 people on right now.
Wow, yeah, great list. Seriously, a lot of originals in here. I saw a lot of names that I've seen for a very long time. That's really cool.
Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing both, which is cool.
Yeah, by the way, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Totally free to do so. We're here for you every single day. It's a crazy time that we're living through right now, and I've been saying it for a long time. 2024 is going to be even more nuts than what it's been for the last couple of years here. And just wait and see. Just mark my word on that. I guarantee it. It's going to be nuts with a lot of stuff coming out. So anyway, you know the drill. Again, subscribe down below. Anything else real quick?
No, so far so good.
Okay, so, all right, let's jump into this and talk about the details. And again, if you have any questions on anything, make sure to stick those down in the chat box. Corey will do her best to monitor it. And again, we'll do our best to get to as many questions as we can. No promises. Again, the chat box usually runs pretty fast here, so we'll kind of do what we can here.
It is going pretty fast right now.
Yeah, right? All right, so what I want to talk about is this whole Social Security clawback situation, the $23 billion that's sitting on the table right now that people are getting in the form of these overpayment letters, okay? Let me explain the details about this because this is very interesting to see this whole thing play out and to watch this situation actually transpire in real time. All right, so a couple months ago, actually it was back in about September, a report came out showing that Social Security is getting back about $4.7 billion a year from beneficiaries. In other words, sending out the dreaded overpayment letter saying, hey, we overpaid you, now you owe us thousands upon thousands of dollars. Well, statistically, they've been getting about $4.7 billion back per year from beneficiaries. Okay, that's a lot of money that people don't have that they're being forced to pay back to Social Security because they basically made a mistake in saying, hey, now you owe us. Well, as a result of that, this report that came out in September showed that they had about $21.6 billion sitting on their books saying, we still need to get this money back from beneficiaries. Well, then shortly thereafter, that number actually ballooned over $23 billion. So it increased by about $2 billion more money that's out there that was overpaid, according to their records anyway, saying, hey, we need to get all this money back from millions of beneficiaries. Well, then back on October 4th, the acting commissioner of Social Security was testifying in front of the House Ways and Means Subcommittee for Social Security and basically said, oh yeah, we sent out about 1 million of these letters. Now, they gave out 2 different fiscal years where they were, accounting for when these letters were sent out. One of the years was a little over 900,000 people, and the next year was about 1.2 million people that are getting these overpayment letters on an annualized basis, right? So then we got a little report out, what was it, maybe a week or 2 weeks ago? I don't even think it was 2 weeks ago. It was probably about, I don't know, 7 or 10 days ago or something like that. We got a new report that came out showing that actually the numbers that the acting commissioner mentioned during testifying with the House Ways and Means Committee there, the subcommittee, I should say, were actually about half of what the real numbers are. So what they actually found with a new study that was actually conducted and something that they actually found through this Freedom Act. So basically what they did is they reached out to Social Security and they said, hey, we need to get the real numbers here. They actually found that the real numbers as far as overpayment letters going out to beneficiaries is actually sitting at about 2 million people a year. So double what the acting commissioner of Social Security actually said, right? So pretty interesting stuff here and to see this whole thing play out. But long story short here, lawmakers are very, very upset with this situation. So I have a lot more to say on this. Let's quickly jump in here. Do you have anything you want to say quick?
No, not necessarily. But I'll just say it out loud. I just wrote a message in the chat. Okay. Carmen A. Crochet said that Social Security sent her a letter stating that she was underpaid, so she gets an increase.
Oh,
and
whoa.
so I'm just want to shout out, like, woohoo. I mean,
wow.
Bummer you're underpaid, but like, awesome that they're fixing it. So, I mean, I guess things can work both ways every once in a while.
Yeah, I'd be very curious. Well,
I'm just really like pleased for her, and so I hope it's
great.
okay that I showed you out like that. But
that's really cool.
Yeah,
congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess I'd be curious to know, but seriously, you definitely do not have to leave this down below. I'd be curious to know, how long have you been underpaid, and are they going to send you some type of, hey, retroactive payment? Like, hey, sorry, we underpaid you for the last, 24 months or something. Are you going to get a lump sum kind of retroactive pay? I don't know. Again, please don't share any dollar amounts. That is definitely not my business. I don't need to know that. I'm just kind of curious to see how that would work. So, yeah, that's great, though. That's super exciting.
Yeah, that's exciting.
That does
I would
not
share
happen
that.
all the time, right? So that's pretty rare. So
Yeah,
that's
usually,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Karen, let's see here. Okay, Karen Frederick got, she said, I got overpayment, and then she wants to know, how can I fix this?
Yeah, so you can appeal it. You can get all kinds of things like this. So, was it Karen?
Yep.
Yeah, Karen, again, I don't want to sit here and advise you what to do because I don't know your exact situation and all kinds of details like that. And again, please don't leave that down below in the chat box. Again, we don't want to have that personal information out there, but you can definitely appeal that. And again, you may want to think about doing that, okay? So again, I do not want to advise you here in this video what to do, but you may want to think about appealing it, okay? You can definitely appeal that. And again, if you have legitimate reasons for why you cannot pay that money back, they can actually waive that for you. So yeah, seriously, you might want to think about doing that. You may want to consider that before you just cut a check to them and say, here's all my money, whatever, how much that happens to be. I'm guessing it's thousands of dollars because it's rare for these payments to not be thousands of dollars. I'm guessing it's quite a bit, and you probably don't want to part with that money. I'm just saying, you probably don't want to. Even if you have a pile of money sitting around, most people don't. I'm just simply saying, you probably don't want to part with it no matter what happens, right? So I would definitely appeal if that were me. And, you could probably go through their process where they could possibly even waive that for you as well. So, again, no guarantees. I don't know. I'm just simply saying it's definitely worth a try for sure, right? So
yeah, I mean, it can't be waived if you don't ask.
Yeah,
So
always ask. I say that all the time.
Oh, man, there's so many situations.
Ask. What did I do? Just the other day, I asked for something, and I got a discount on something. I had no idea. And I was like, hey, can I get a discount? And they're like, sure. I was like, what? Seriously, you give discounts on this stuff? I don't even know what it was. I literally don't remember. It was just a couple days ago.
I'm just not sure, but
I told Corey about it. I was like, hey, remember that thing? I got a discount on that. And she's like, seriously? You got a discount? How? I was like, I just asked. That's it. Just ask. Seriously.
yeah, you just never know. I feel like it's worth it, obviously.
Yeah.
More worth it, you
Yep.
gotta ask.
For sure. Yeah. So Karen, you might want to think about doing that. But so these overpayment letters are going out to over 2 million people a year right now. Well, here's the thing. Lawmakers, like I said a minute ago, they are not happy with this situation at all. They are just frying, they are roasting, they are grilling Social Security about this whole situation right now. And I'm just kind of sitting back thinking, this is great. Seriously, they had this coming. This is great. So basically, here's the other thing as well. Maybe you saw the video from the other day. I don't know which day that was. Maybe 3-4 days ago, something like that. I don't know exactly which day I posted it. But there was a video that I had out where the title was something like, Social Security is on probation for treating us like criminals. Did you see that video? It was maybe, I don't know, 3-4 days ago, something like that. If not, you might want to check that out. But what's happening is these lawmakers are literally coming out and they're saying, hey, you guys are treating, as in you guys being Social Security, hey, you guys are treating these beneficiaries like they're criminals. They did nothing wrong whatsoever. And now they're getting these overpayment letters where they were maybe overpaid for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, a couple decades, even in some situations. And now they're asking for tens of thousands of dollars back from a lot of beneficiaries. And guess what? They give you 30 days to pay it. They overpay for years and then they say, hey, you pay us all back in 30 days. Are you kidding me? Seriously, who has that kind of cash laying around? They can just willy-nilly write a check and say, here, Social Security, don't mind, just here, take this $50,000 or whatever it is, some crazy amount of money, right? So that's nuts. And these lawmakers are saying, you're treating these beneficiaries like they're criminals. They've done absolutely nothing wrong. They're living on a small benefit. They're scraping by. And again, these are seniors. These are people with disabilities. The list goes on, right? So sad situation, but this is what's going on. And okay, I'm just going to say this. This is my prediction. I would not be surprised one bit. The $23+ billion that's currently on the table right now that they are trying to get back from beneficiaries. Again, my prediction, I don't know the future. I'm just saying, I would not be surprised one bit if they completely erase that $23 billion and say it never happened. Let's just start over fresh and don't let it happen again. Okay, that is my prediction right now. When that could happen, I don't know. But based on what I'm currently seeing out there and how upset these lawmakers are, which by the way is everybody in Congress. Okay, it's not just like one party saying, oh, it's just us that's doing that. It's everybody. Democrats, Republicans, independents, they're all hammering down on this. And again, I think it's pretty cool, right? So anyway, this is a huge win for the beneficiaries. I would think that the 23+ billion is probably going to be completely erased. That's just my prediction. We'll have to see what happens here. But that'd be a huge, huge win for beneficiaries who get these annoying letters all the time. So anyway.
Okay, I want to jump in really fast. Rudy the King said that I have to pay back for their mistake. I asked, why do I need to pay it back if I didn't do anything wrong? And they never told me why. And it's a big amount. I can't even buy my son anything. So why does she have to pay it back?
That's unfortunately, did you say Ruby?
Rudy, sorry.
Rudy. Yeah, Rudy. That's a great question. Again, that's exactly how the system works, right? So they overpay. I'm guessing it said on your letter that you were probably overpaid for X period of time. I don't know, a couple years probably. A lot of times it takes a long time for them to figure out, hey, we've been overpaying this beneficiary, right? And again, that's just how it is. It's actually in the law that it says that if they mistakenly overpay a beneficiary, it is their financial responsibility to try to get that money back. That is like literally right there in the law. They have to get that money back because remember, Social Security is funded by payroll taxes. So like their fiduciary responsibility is to get the money back for the taxpayer. That's what they're supposed to do. So they're supposed to claim that or get that money back if they can. But again, if you got that letter, I would think maybe file an appeal. Maybe do what you can to get that waiver of that money. Okay, so interesting. I would definitely try to do that appeal for sure, 100%. Okay, worst case scenario, they say, sorry, no. Well, again, kicking and screaming, right? You just never know.
Okay, so Sarah's Wonderful Life, let's just recap. She said, okay, wait, what did I miss? Okay, did everybody get a letter saying that they have to give some money back? Because this just happened to me and I'm just now trying to get out of it.
Yeah, definitely no, definitely not everybody. There's about 70 million people that get benefits from Social Security. Again, you've heard me say that 1,000 times in other videos, so you already know the statistics, right? But no, about 2 million people a year get these letters. So no, it's a very small percentage of beneficiaries. That's really frustrating that you got a letter, but yeah, this is what's going on. And again, if you get the letter, you may want to think about filing that appeal. I certainly would not just whip out a checkbook and be like, here you go, write a check. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying, I would definitely go through the appeal process first before you just, start paying them on that. But again, if you don't pay them, they also have the right to cut your benefits. They can start garnishing your benefit until they get all that money back. That could be years worth of garnishment. Okay. So again, I don't want to scare anybody here. I'm just simply saying these are some of the things that they can do. Quick other note here.
No, but I think another thing, I don't know if you just said this or not, or if this is in another video. Yeah. But about like oh my gosh, I can't think of the word you just used. But like if somebody's like needs to appeal the word I'm looking for. Do they could appeal to hopefully not have to pay it, or could they appeal it to have to make like smaller payments too?
Yeah, there's a whole variety of things.
I mean, so it might not be that you don't have to pay it, but maybe they can like change the amount to be smaller or for a longer period of time or whatever, but just so that it's not quite as big of a burden initially.
Yeah, they can even put somebody on a payment plan of $10 a month until it's paid back. So that that could be a long time, right? But again,
But it
we don't
might
want to
be
pay anything
more
back.
achievable if you're in a situation where you
Yeah.
do actually have to do
I mean,
that.
the ultimate goal would be to get it 100% waived, which, quick
Yeah.
side note, let me throw this out there. Can I talk for a minute? Yeah. Okay, you good? Okay. So let me tell you this. I don't know if you saw this. Maybe, I'm going to say maybe like 3 weeks ago. It could have been a month ago now. Actually, 60 Minutes, like 60 Minutes, the good, what is that, a TV show or whatever? I don't know. It's the news reporting thing. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, 60 Minutes. You all know what it is, right? We've all watched it before. But anyway, they had a really good report on this probably about a month ago. In fact, I filmed a video. We made a little screen record of the 60 Minutes interview. It was about a 13-minute video or something like that. And I was going to publish the video, and I uploaded it on YouTube, and they said, you can't do that. And I was about to get in trouble for posting that video, and I thought, I shouldn't do this. And I deleted the video instead. So unfortunately, I was not able to publish that video for you. I wanted to, but they were going to hit me with a copyright strike, and I thought, it's not worth it, honestly. So I ended up deleting the video. But long story short, 60 Minutes had this really good report out. They interviewed a number of people that got these overpayment letters. And interestingly enough, I just read this yesterday. All the people, now again, I don't know facts. I'm just simply saying. I saw this in a report yesterday. Apparently, all the people that were interviewed in that 60 Minutes report got all of their overpayments waived.
Oh,
Seriously.
wow.
Yeah,
That's cool.
seriously. I just read that yesterday. So interesting how that works, right? You get featured on national television and whack, there it goes. Waived, gone, right? So, however, the first couple that they interviewed, I think it was like,
right now,
it was like 51 grand.
well, this Jerry in the comments,
Yeah.
a few comments back, he wrote that he'd seen couples on YouTube,
Yeah.
and Social Security had sent these people like 80,000 in overpayment. I'm
Yeah.
sure this is the same interview.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's good.
So that's crazy.
Good report. And again, it was just fresh. It was like, I don't know, maybe a month ago or something like that. I don't even think it was a month ago. It was just not that long ago they had this report out. And it's all based on basically all this stuff that came out like just a few months ago, back in like September, early October, when this whole thing started to unravel. So I don't know. Interesting situation to watch this whole thing play out right now. I'm very curious to see how this goes. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Karen H wants to know, can you hire a lawyer that doesn't get paid unless you win your case? Ask them to prove you're overpaid. Is that,
Yeah, so
or is it better to go like, I mean, we're not like, we cannot give advice.
Yeah.
So I mean, however that
yeah,
works.
so that's a
but-
tough situation. So I've done research on that, looking into it like, hey, will an attorney take this case? Now, again, I cannot speak for every attorney. I'm not an attorney, so I'm not going to say like, oh, they will or will not. But here's what I've read on this. In general, attorneys would not take an overpayment case. Whoa, why? Why wouldn't they do that? Because they don't get paid. There's nothing in it for them. Seriously. So again, I can't speak for every attorney. I'm not going to. But again, that's just what I've read on this because I thought, I wonder if they'd take a case on this. And in general, the answer is no, they won't because there's nothing in it for them whatsoever. Now, maybe there are a couple people out there that would just to kind of get the business for the firm, something like that. I don't really know. But I would just say in general, there's literally nothing there for them, right? But here's the thing. When they go out there and they try to help somebody appeal an SSDI, application that gets denied, there's money in that for them. Why? Because eventually when they get that case approved and they get the award letter, they get paid then, right? They get paid quite a bit. So yeah, there's definitely money in that. But when it comes to an appeal, unfortunately, they're probably not going to take that on, okay? You might be able to find somebody. So I can't sit here and be like, oh, you're not going to find anybody. You may find somebody who maybe just wants to do like some pro bono work, something like that. Is that it? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. But again, I would say it might be kind of hard to find that person. So I don't know. I did some research on that as well because I was very curious to know, hey, what can we do about this? What can we do to help the beneficiaries? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anything else?
No, I think not necessarily.
Okay. Another thing I want to share with you quickly. I shared this with you in the video the other day that was, again, titled Social Security is on probation for treating us like criminals, or I don't know. It was a title something like that in that video. But here's what also is interesting about this. So they're doing monthly check-ins with the Senate Finance Committee right now. For every single month, they're checking in. So like they're like acting like they're on probation right now. Seriously, they have to check in with the Senate Finance Committee until they come up with a solution to figure out what are they going to do about all these overpayments and the millions of beneficiaries getting these dreadful letters every single year 2 million people a year getting these letters, and the $23 billion that is currently sitting on the books right now saying, hey, Social Security is trying to get this money back. So that number continues to get bigger. So I looked into it. The last year, what was it? Last year, fiscal year, last year, 2022, they got $4.7 billion back. So again, it's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. 4.7 is a lot of money, but it's going to take them a long time to get money back if they're sending out 2 million letters a year and they're overpaying millions of beneficiaries, and then they're only getting a fraction of that back. You kind of see how that trajectory is going, right? It's going the wrong way. In other words, they're overpaying more than what they're actually getting back. So I don't know. I kind of foresee them wiping the whole slate clean and just saying, sorry, don't do it again, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bummer. I mean, that's pretty basic to say, but I mean, like, it's
It
really wrong.
is a bummer.
It's really wrong because I feel like if I make a mistake, it's on me.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right? So, doesn't seem fair.
Yeah. It's kind of how it goes.
How about we do some shout outs?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Roberta Burr, TLC Carol, Jay Waffleman. Waffles sound good. Barbara.
Yeah.
Cash Action Bets. Lisa Baby. Sierra's Wonderful Life. Charlene Orozco. Judy Milhone. Michael Scolian. Patricia Anderson. Tex 43. Matthew Hill. Richard Timbreza. Don Martin. David Walker. Karen H. Love Sunshine. Barbara. Daniel Winman. Chris Chaffin. Richard Timbreza, Debbie French, Barbara Haskell, Lisa Bebe, Rudy the King, Leonard Ray Hammonds, Garrett S. Elson, Mo 3, Eileen Kirk, Jay Waffleman loves the show.
Nice. Thank you. That's nice
Thank
of you. You know what? When she reads the name, I can't help but thinking of, what's that place
The
called?
Waffle House.
Yeah. Oh my. Those are so good. Seriously.
Waffle House
The
sounds
waffles that are
so
it's like a 10-inch diameter waffle. Seriously, they're so good.
I don't know if you guys have Waffle Houses where you live, but I would do anything right now for a Waffle House.
That'd be pretty good.
Oh, those are
Right.
that's so good.
Yeah.
Matt's a pecan waffle guy at the Waffle House.
Yep.
It's
Pretty
true.
good. It's
Yep.
true.
I would eat a pecan waffle. Pecan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. I also just side note like the cheese omelets from Waffle House.
Mm-hmm.
They're really basic, but like super good. They put like that fake American cheese in there. Huh,
Nice.
so good.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote. Oh wait, people like the Waffle House.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Waffle House steaks are amazing.
Oh,
I have not had a
never
Waffle
had
House
one.
steak, but I know people who like them. Cash Action Bet said Waffle House is better than the vacant White House. I'll laugh.
Funny.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's funny and true.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So, other questions or anything?
Let's see here. Barbara wants to know, is there any news on about when we get a raise and lose benefits? I remember you said something about it in your video that Congress is discussing it.
A raise and losing benefits? Is that what you said?
Let's see here. Is there any news about when we get a raise and lose benefits? I remember that's what she said.
Not sure what you mean by lose benefits. A raise, well, the COLA, again, we all know that. Again, I'm not acting like it's, surprising information, but that starts in like just a couple weeks here. By the way, if you're an SSI beneficiary, you get your COLA next Friday. So the 29th, you'll get your first COLA. So, well, okay, your first COLA. That didn't really make sense. Sorry. Your first benefit for 2024 will include the COLA starting next Friday. So, what's that? A week and 1 day. Today's obviously Thursday today. So the 29th, yeah, you get that first payment next Friday. So for SSI, otherwise for Social Security beneficiaries, everybody else, you'll get your payments on the regular payment schedule whenever you get that in January, but that'll include the COLA. But Barbara, what you mean by losing benefits, I'm not really sure what you mean by that, but no, you shouldn't be losing benefits at all. There's no reason that you'd lose benefits.
Oh, every time we get a raise or COLA, we end up losing other benefits because of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, kind of depends on what your, if you receive SNAP benefits. So that's a thing that's going on right now as well. A lot of people that receive SNAP benefits are getting a reduction of their benefit because of the COLA. So yeah, that's a rough situation. That happens every single year. You get a COLA, say $30 or $28 or whatever it happens to be, and then SNAP benefits are reduced by like $20 because you got a raise to your benefit. Seriously, this is a real thing. They do this every single year. So that's what I'm mostly talking about. I think of what you're referring to, but yeah. And then remember too as well, again, I've said this before, I'll throw it out there really fast again, the Medicare Part B premium also increases by $9.80 or about 6% starting in just a couple weeks here as well, as soon as we turn over the new year. So again, that's going to eat up benefits by about $10 a month. Yeah. So, yeah.
Let's see.
That's
Ellen
annoying.
Newth said, I get the SSI COLA. Oh, hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
They're taking $20 away from ABT card. Is this a thing?
Yeah.
That
That's
is
the
the
thing.
thing.
Again, depending on how much they take from EBT cards, for your SNAP benefits, it's going to depend on how much your COLA is. There's a variety of factors, so it's not like a $20 across the board that's being cut on SNAP benefits. That's not for everybody. It just kind of depends on how much your Social Security or SSI or SSDI or spousal survivor's benefit, whatever it is that you get where the COLA is applied, and then it depends on how much that raise is, and then again they cut your SNAP benefit as a result. So that is a really bad rule, okay? I know I've talked about that before in other videos, which, by the way, I've talked about it before. I'll throw it out there again really quickly. There is a piece of legislation out there right now that that would repeal that. It's called COLA's Don't Count Act. So I had a video out, I don't know, a couple days ago talking about that. But that one is out there as well. It hasn't been passed yet, but again, that one would basically say that we're no longer cutting SNAP benefits because of the COLA raises. And again, that is so basic. I don't know why that's still a thing, as in cutting SNAP benefits. It seems like that'd be something that should have been done years ago, but it's still a thing. So, yeah.
Okay.
Other questions?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Wait, who? Charlene Orozco wants to know who gets the food. Okay, no. Sorry, that wasn't a question. That was a statement.
Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, I don't think there's any more specifically questions.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah,
if I'm
so
missing something, but I'm sorry.
if you happen to be somebody that gets one of these overpayment letters, which, by the way, what was it? I just saw a report on this. Something? Oh, okay. So, yeah, I just saw a report on this. What was it? Gosh. It was like $4.6 billion of the $23 billion. I don't even know if that's right. Sorry. I shouldn't be quoting this. It was something like that, but it was some crazy number. Like, it was something like $4.6 billion last year. You know what? Let me check that report again. I'm confusing myself now because the numbers don't add up. But anyway, a huge percentage of these overpayments that are going out are for SSI beneficiaries, SSI, SSDI, and some retirement beneficiaries. So again, I'll have to reference that report again and check that out, just so I have my numbers accurate for you before I report those back to you. But yeah, it's a lot of people out there that are getting just scraping by on benefits, and then again, they're just sending out these letters saying, hey, you got to pay us back here at some point. So that's a bad situation.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe we should.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's pretty
wrap
late.
it up.
It's pretty
Yeah.
late, right?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like that'd be okay.
Okay.
I could do one more quick round of shout outs.
Sure.
And then
Yeah,
maybe
let's
we
do that.
should just say good night. Kay McDaniel, Rose Arlenes, Eric Lloyd, let's see here, Ellen Newth, Lorraine McDonald, Deborah Chapman, Smiley Z, Richard Timbreza, Lucy Thompson, Gary Salas, Patricia Anderson, Karen Wimberly, Lisa G, Victoria DeLacy, Lena Cavas, Fred Ram, Barbara, Judy Mulhoney, let's see here, Rachel Warren, Michael Sholian, Tex 43, Cindy Chambers, and Garrett S. Alston.
Nice.
From the Philippines. He's in the Philippines, and he had actually a really nice sounding omelet this morning.
That's very nice. Philippines.
Yeah.
God, I wonder what time it is there. It's probably...
I don't know. It's 80 degrees, he said.
Oh my, that's
So this is the omelet. I'm going to really quick say it. Chicken, mushroom, 3 cheese omelet, fruit, banana, yogurt, orange, and yogurt with chia seeds for breakfast. We were just talking about chia seeds.
That's great. Wow, that sounds like quite the meal.
Doesn't it sound like a nice...
That sounds pretty
like
nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And shout out to Kimberly Everett and Lady Dark Sky.
Nice. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Yeah, by the way, we did that, or actually Corey did it. Corey did a live stream all by herself on Saturday, a few days ago on Saturday. Yeah, that was a little bit of a disaster. We were supposed to do it together, and things came up, and it was like, So anyway, last minute, Corey's like, all right, well, yeah, we decided together that she was just going to do it on her own last minute. So anyway, we gave away the $1,200 in that video, 24 people. So by the way, I don't know how to do this. Okay, so here's the thing. If you know how a way that we could do this, let us know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. But we want to do a live stream where we can just like give away Amazon gift cards right here live. But we don't know a fair way to choose names out of the comment section. Okay, so the random comment generator that we use is in the comment section, like on a regular video, like comment section. In the chat box on a live stream, it doesn't go there. So we don't know how to do it like in a fair way. Now, obviously, Corey could like scroll through the chat and just like put her finger on a name. But to me, that doesn't seem very fair, right? We like to keep it completely random. So I don't know. If you have any ideas, let us know. Because we talked about it the other day. We're like, hey, we want to really host a live stream and give away Amazon gift cards like to a bunch of people in the live stream. But we were like, we don't know how to do it on a fair basis, right? So anyway,
Yeah.
if you see anything, let us know.
I know, and sometimes it'll be like, oh, the first person to say this or
No.
that. I do not like those. With Matt being blind, we always feel like it's a little bit,
It's not fair.
it's just not fair. And some people aren't fast typers. And what if you're like, I don't know. I don't like that kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
don't like skill-based
Yeah.
prize-winning things. I don't like that.
We just want it completely random. Doesn't matter. Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to be fast. Nothing like that. I don't like that kind of stuff because I'm not fast and I never win anything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, not a
You know
fan.
what?
But
I just thought of an idea. Okay, somebody said something that made me wonder if this would be a good. So somebody wrote every 20th comment. I actually really like that. Somebody else wrote spinning a wheel, which kind of made me think I could just say, Matt, pick a number, and he could say 61 or 7 or 37. And then I could go from the top down, 207, whatever.
Are
and
they
then I
numbered
could go,
on there?
They're not. I could count. It would
Oh,
take a minute.
it would take a minute.
But it would be literally totally random then. There would be like no, like it would be a way to pick somebody without
Mm-hmm.
having any idea where you fall in the mix. But I guess the gimmick, the game would be like the more you comment, the better chance you have of winning, just like probability wise. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like that maybe something like that would work.
yeah. And I
I mean,
think,
again, that would be a little tricky from a counting
It'd be
perspective, but
tricky.
not that tricky.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious. I think the chat has a timestamp on it, right?
I don't
When
know.
the comment was made? Okay. Because I was
I don't
thinking
know
if there
about
was a
stuff like that.
timestamp on it, we could say, like, at a certain time we'll do this. Or I don't know. I'm just saying. Or maybe we count, like, 10 down from the, the comment that was left at, I don't know, 9:42
Or like
p.m.
maybe I make a comment and then we go off of that, like the.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like
a lot of
10th
counting.
caller. I don't like that. I don't like.
Yeah.
I like it more if it's just totally a random feeling, so that it's just not. It's more
Speaking
fair.
of which, 10th caller, maybe we should get some phones set up.
You know what? Somebody,
How cool would that be?
somebody did say that they should have
That'd
it
be
be
super
like,
cool. We could
like
pick up the
that.
phone. Hello? Yeah, hey,
know.
it's Bob. Am I winner? Yep, you sure are, Bob.
Yeah,
that'd
that'd be
be
nice.
awesome. That'd be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I could wear a headset.
Right. We could wear those big funny speakers like DJs.
Yeah,
All right. We should probably get off of here.
yeah.
Funny. All right, are we
There
good?
we go. I think we're good.
Okay. Well,
Thank
thanks
you
for
guys for
joining
your
us.
time.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Again, I want to continue watching this. This is going to be a very interesting situation to watch play out here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some major action on this. Lawmakers are pretty upset with this. And again, I think that's great. Seriously, for once they're doing something for the fixed income beneficiaries. And like I said so many times now, 2024 is going to be really, really crazy when it comes down to Social Security. Just wait and see. I know I say that all the time, but it's going to be. It's all about you. Seriously, 22% of the population. Do you think that they're going to want to grab some of those votes next year? Yeah, 100% they want them, right? So they're going to do whatever they can. They'll be like a dolphin jumping through flaming hoops. That'd be an ugly sight. Lawmakers jumping through flaming hoops like a dolphin, right? But they might. You never know. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
You never know.
So, all right. Anyway, have a nice night. Thanks for joining us. Again, subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Otherwise, that's about it. Enjoy your day. I'll catch you again tomorrow morning, bright and early, every day.
Yep,
Yeah.
there we go.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.